Have you ever wondered if something as private as masturbation actually changes as you get older? Most men don't talk about it. Many assume it's the same at 25, 40, or 55. But here's the surprising truth. Your body changes, and so does the way it responds to sexual stimulation. And if you're over 50, the way you've been doing it for decades might actually be working against you. Done in ways that don't match your body's needs, it can contribute to reduced sensitivity, weaker erections, or discomfort. Done the right way, it can protect your prostate, improve circulation, boost erection, strength, and even bring back sensitivity you thought you'd lost. So stay with me, because I'm about to break down the most common mistakes men over 50 make, the science of what's happening in your body, and the healthier techniques that can help you enjoy yourself fully at any age. And trust me, the last mistake on this list is one most men don't even realize they're making. And it might be the single biggest reason performance declines with age. Now, before we dive in, quick question. Where are you watching this from? United States? Canada? Perhaps the United Kingdom? South Africa? Or the Philippines? Drop your country in the comments. I love seeing this global brotherhood of men who are serious about their health and vitality. Now, here's what 85% of men don't know. The way you've been doing this for decades, it's quietly working against you. Here's a myth I hear all the time. Masturbation is the same at any age. It's just about release. Wrong. At 25, your testosterone peaks, your arteries are flexible, your nerves are sharp, you could finish quickly and bounce right back. But after 50, testosterone begins its natural decline of about 1% per year. Circulation efficiency drops. Nerve response times increase. These changes start subtle. You might not notice at 52. But by 58, the difference becomes clear. Research tracking thousands of men shows this gradual decline starting around age 50. Large studies like the research published in BGU International followed men across different age groups and ejaculation frequencies. They categorized men by monthly frequency, 4 to 7 times, 8 to 12, and 21 or more. The highest frequency group showed slightly lower prostate cancer risk. The real truth is, after 50, masturbation isn't about rushing to the finish. It's about adapting to your biology. Done with care, it becomes a tool for health, keeping your prostate clear, your blood flowing, and your confidence alive. So today, I'm breaking down 7 mistakes men over 50 make, and by the end, you'll know exactly how to adjust your approach for better erections, sharper sensitivity, and deeper satisfaction. Let's start with the first one. Mistake number 1, rushing like you're 25. When you were younger, your body overflowed with hormones. Blood flow was instant, arousal was automatic, finishing fast felt natural, but after 50, your arteries start to stiffen, testosterone begins declining, and nerves are slower to respond. If you rush, you're not giving blood time to fully engorge erectile tissue. Relaxed, deeper breathing helps maintain nitric oxide levels. That's the molecule that keeps arteries open and blood flowing smoothly. Your breath is a natural vasodilator. Emotionally rushing disconnects you from the experience. Instead of satisfaction, many men feel sore, frustrated, or discouraged afterward. Practically slow down. Think of it like a long walk instead of a sprint. Deep breathing and a gentle rhythm allow blood to build up fully, so erections are firmer and more sustainable. Mistake number 2, the death grip. Many men rely on one tight grip and constant friction. Over years, this conditions the brain to only respond to that one sensation. When you use excessive pressure, you reduce blood flow, irritate nerves, and desensitize tissue. That means weaker sensitivity and trouble responding to a partner. In urology literature, we have documented cases of what's called traumatic masturbation syndrome. Men who use very aggressive techniques can develop difficulty responding to normal stimulation. This isn't common, but it's real. And it's reversible with technique retraining. Emotionally, men often start worrying. Why doesn't my partner's touch feel like enough? That insecurity can spill into relationships. Practically, use a lighter grip. Vary the pressure and technique. Think of it as retraining your nerves to wake up and enjoy more sensations. Now, the first 2 mistakes are about technique, but this next one, most men see it as weakness. Type yes in the comments if you've ever avoided lubrication. Type NO if you already use it. Because here's the truth. Mistake number 3, avoiding lubrication. Some men see lube as a weakness, but in reality, it's one of the smartest tools you can use. As skin thins with age, friction causes irritation and micro tears. Lubrication reduces strain, keeps blood flowing smoothly, and preserves sensitivity. Emotionally, instead of feeling guilty, think of it as self-care. You're protecting your body, not cheating it. Practically, experiment with different lubricants. Choose water-based or natural oils if you're sensitive. It makes the entire experience smoother and far more enjoyable. Mistake number 4, bad posture. Most men don't realize posture directly affects erections. Sitting hunched over compresses pelvic arteries and nerves. Blood can't flow freely. Imagine kinking a hose. Water slows to a trickle. Emotionally, poor posture leaves many men blaming themselves when the problem is simply circulation. Practically, try lying on your back or standing with knees slightly bent. Open your hips, breathe deeply, and let gravity help circulation. Mistake number 5, ignoring the breath. Breathing is more powerful than you think. Deep belly breathing boosts oxygen and releases nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes arteries and fuels stronger erections. This is the same molecule that medications like Viagra help preserve in your system. Emotionally, it calms anxiety, making the experience more enjoyable. Practically, inhale deeply through your nose, let your belly rise, exhale slowly. Each breath is literally feeding your erection. Now, mistakes 1 through 5 handle how. But this next one, it's about when and how often, get this wrong, and everything else barely moves the needle. 80% of men miss this balance. Here's what the research shows. Mistake number 6, getting frequency wrong. Some men fear masturbating too often will drain them. Others push too hard too frequently. Let me tell you about Robert, 54. He came to my clinic frustrated. Same routine for 30 years. 3 times weekly, aggressive pace, tight grip. But lately, erections felt less firm. Energy dipped after each session. Here's what I explained. We didn't need to reduce frequency. We needed to change technique. Slower pace, better breathing, added lubrication. We also looked at the research. Studies following men for decades found that those with regular sexual activity, including masturbation, had lower cardiovascular disease risk compared to those with very infrequent activity. The relationship is complex. Healthy men tend to be more sexually active, but regular arousal and blood flow also exercise your cardiovascular system. For Robert, the issue wasn't how often. It was how, within 3 weeks of adjusting technique, firmness returned. Energy stabilized. That's adaptation, not resignation. So biologically, balance keeps things active without causing fatigue or soreness. Emotionally, balance keeps confidence high. Practically, for most men, over 50, 2 to 4 times per week feels comfortable. Your 50s are a transition decade. Some men maintain frequency from their 40s, others need to dial back slightly. The key is noticing when recovery takes longer. Quick question. How often do you masturbate per week? 1 to 2 times, 3 to 4, 5 or more. Type the number that matches your pattern, or type 0 if you rarely do. I'm asking because mistake 7, the big one I warned you about, is directly related to frequency and how you're doing it. This is the mistake that quietly destroys sensitivity without you even noticing. So that's frequency. Find your balance. Listen to your body. Remember at the beginning, I mentioned the biggest mistake? The one most men don't even realize they're making? This is it. Mistake number 7, over-reliance on adult content. This is the big one. Constant screen stimulation floods the brain with dopamine, dulling sensitivity. Real intimacy starts to feel less exciting. Let me share another case. James, 58, noticed he needed videos to finish. Without the screen, arousal faded. He thought, maybe this is normal aging. It wasn't. It was dopamine conditioning. His brain had become dependent on the intense visual stimulation. Without the screen, arousal wouldn't come. Emotionally, many men notice they can't perform without a screen. That dependence eats away at confidence. James felt embarrassed. He avoided intimacy with his partner. But once we addressed the root cause, reducing screen time gradually, everything changed. We reduced screen time by 20% per week. By week 5, he could respond to physical touch alone. His partner noticed the difference immediately. Their intimacy returned. Practically, start reducing screen use. Close your eyes, use imagination, memories, or physical sensations. This retrains your brain to respond naturally and brings back genuine sensitivity. So, what's the better way? Slow down, give blood time to build, enjoy the process, loosen your grip, train your nerves to respond again, use lube, protect your skin and circulation, fix your posture, open your hips, breathe deeply, mind your frequency. Aim for balance, not extremes. Cut down on screens. Reconnect with your body, not just pixels. Follow these steps and you'll notice firmer erections, sharper sensitivity, and a deeper sense of satisfaction. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, maybe it's too late for me. Let me reassure you, it's not. The body is incredibly adaptable. Your 50s are not the beginning of decline. They're the decade of intentional adaptation. Men who adjust now, in their 50s, report better sexual function in their 60s than men who ignored the signals. This is your window to get ahead of aging, not react to it. So here's my final message. Age is not the end of vitality. Every breath, every choice, every small adjustment you make is a signal to your body. I still value this. I still want to feel alive. Don't give up on pleasure. Don't give up on confidence. Adapt. Take care of your body, and you'll be amazed at how much strength, sensitivity, and joy you can still have. So, which of these 7 mistakes surprised you the most? Type the number 1 through 7. Or type all if every single one hit home. And here's my challenge. Pick one mistake, just one. Try the fix for 7 days. Come back to this video and tell me what changed. Type start if you're committing right now. I read every comment and I want to hear your results. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and take care of yourself.